Kelim Perik Bay. I think Mishnah. Hey, yeah.
Vav.
So it's right. Repetitive. Do you have that?
I have Mr. Vav.
Oh, we did. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Very good. Thank you. Your fire with your Kindle Fire that you're on. Yeah. Mishnah Vav. Yeah.
Oh, that's what it
It
says.
says. It says it.
I
Okay.
don't know why it says.
Gistera.
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah. I changed it. I
I'm
had
not a
to read.
Navi. I'm not a Navi. Contrary to what Naftali Liner thinks, I'm not a Navi. Um, okay, so again, we're
I have some
continuing with
evidence contradicting that.
yeah. Yeah, so Gistera Shenitz is the Kivshin. So you have like when we're talking about which kalim are makabel tuma, which earthenware kalim are makabel tuma. So a Gistera is a broken piece of earthenware utensil. The Gistera Shenitz is the Kivshin. You have a Gistera that's found in a Kivshin, an oven. Actually, if it was broken before it got fixed, meaning the reason why you put the earthenware into the oven is to get it
Kiln.
to what do you say?
Kiln.
Kiln, yeah. The reason why you put it into a kiln, yeah. If I knew what a kiln was, I would say kiln.
Okay.
For me, it's an oven. I'm plain old.
I was just wanting to see if you were a donkey. That was.
Yeah. So when you put into the kiln, so actually nigma malachta, if it broke before it was finished in the kiln, so the was a little bit clean. Mishenigma malachta tameya. But once the malacha was done, right, then it broke. Then it's going to be tummy, right? Because it is. I mean, it's not right. It has the ability to become tummy. That's again depending on when it breaks. If it's broke before, so it's not makabel tummy. If it broke after, then it is makabel tummy. Titrus, right? So what is titrus? Basically a titrus looks like, I don't know what type. Like when you water flowers, so it's not exactly like that, but it's like looks like a shower head, one of those raining shower heads that the water comes out all over. So basically, what they did is that's what they used, something like that, in order to water flowers and those type of things. So titrus, matar, he says it's tar because since it has hold on the bottom, it can't hold water. Meaning, you put the water in there, and immediately the water starts going out, but it sort of spreads it out. Rabbi Yossi says it's tamei, right? Because you could mipneshu kamaitzi prutus. It only comes out drip by drip. So theoretically, you could put your finger on it and you could hold the water in there. And therefore, so it's not considered broken. Whatever, it's considered like it hold water. Meaning, as long as the guy puts his finger on it, then that's enough. All right, and that even when he does take off his finger, it's only going to go out a slow amount. So, just to review the Mishnah, this Mishnah is saying two things. One is that if it's broken and found in a kivshon, so it depends, not found, and it's put into a kivshon, into a kiln, in order to reform it. So it depends when it broke. Either if it broke before, then it's tar. If it broke after, then it's right to be mekabel tuma. And you have this flowering can. I think that's what they call it. The watering can, no? A watering can. Well, watering can. So watering can, it's different than our cans because our cans it could hold the water and you pour it out. This one, it's on the bottom. All those openings are on the bottom. It reminds me of this common shiloh that comes up, mesh tzitzis. Right? Can you wear our mesh tzitzis kosher? So if the holes are bigger than the actual material, then it's pashut that it's not kosher. I don't know if it's pashut, but it's not kosher. Right? But if the material is bigger, then it's a machlokes whether we say that those holes are mevatel the part that's not. So it's not exactly this case, but it's something similar. Okay, the next Mishnah is long, but it's relatively easy if we remember that it's the opposite Mishnah of it that we already had. So we already went through what makes a kli tamis, and here's the opposite. A tamein should be kli cheres. Meaning we already said what makes a kli not it's not makabel water, so it's not makabel tum. I mean, it can't hold on to anything, so then it's not tummy. So tamein should be kli cheres. Tamein that are in kli cheres, tavla sheyesh liz base. It's a tray that does have a lip to it. Umachta shlema, and a full shovel that has walls. Betavla shimilei ka'aris, and a tray that's full of bowls. Nitmes achas mehem b'sheretz. If one of those bowls becomes tummy with the sheretz, like do kulam, the rest don't become tummy. Right? Im yeshlo lizveis oidif, but if it has an extra lip, even higher, so nitma achas mehem nitmu kulam. If one of them became tummy, they all become tummy. Based tavlin shel cheres, and the same thing if you have a cheres, a spice box of cheres, the kalmorim hamatu amos, and twin boxes, right? Meaning it looks like some sort of box that you put on a table that you could put different meaning the cipher will have one for his quill and one for his ink and one for the whatever else it is. So that's that would have the same status. Meaning if it's depending on how high the walls are, that's if something becomes tummy in one box, it's going to transfer to all of them. Right? Meaning it's what the shaila is to consider one big kli or not one big kli. Fine. Base tavlin shel eitz shenitma echad b'mashka. If you have a base tavlin of wood that one of them became tummy with mashka, the other one does not become tummy. Right? Because if the liquid touches on the inside, that means the piece or the compartment that's next to it was not touched it was only touched on the outside, which we know by earthenware kelim cannot become tummy. I mean, you have different compartments. The liquid touches on the inside, then it's tummy. But if it touches on the outside, it's not tummy. So you have these different this clearly has different compartments. So the one that the liquid that was tummy was inside, so it's a problem. The one next to it's not. What we do is we split up the thickness of the compartment. That's meaning the wall that's in between the compartments. The wall, the half of the wall that is used by the tame section is tame. Hamashamish latar, tar, and the one that uses for the tar, one is tar. Im yeshloi lizbeis oidif, but if it has an extra high rim or lip that goes up even higher, nitma me'echareim, nitma chaveiroi. Then if one becomes tame, and the other one also becomes tame. Right? Because like we said before, once you have a lip that combines everything into one big kli. Again, it's hard to understand the nuances of all these types of things. So this mission is telling us that if it's a how do you call it, tabla? A tabla, it's a tray that has a lip to it, then it becomes tummy. If it's a shovel that has walls to it, it also becomes tummy. If you have a box that has different sections to it, if one becomes tummy, the other ones don't become tummy, unless it has a higher lip, and then they'll all become tummy. And the same thing with some sort of box that you keep on a tabletop, that has different compartments. And spice boxes, we're saying that if one part of it becomes tummy, the other part does not become tummy. Rav Yochanan Ben Nuri says a chiddush. He says Well, I don't know if it's a chiddush, but it says that you split the thickness of the wall. The part of the wall that you need for the section that's tummy is tummy. The other part is not tummy. And if all these things, it has a higher wall, then the other one is tummy. Then they're all tummy. Okay, so we'll stop over there. I don't have my Musaf Sefer on me, so there's enough Musaf tonight. There's enough Musaf